my GFX preview first impressions video, I told you that I am in the middle of a total redesign of my business. I feel like I need to think long and hard about what it is that I want to be doing, what direction I want to take my business in. There's a lot that I need to do. I need to rebuild my portfolio. I need to market differently. I may have to revisit the gear that I use. I may have to revisit my post-processing techniques, my workflows, basically everything. But before I can start doing any of those things, I need to figure out what is it that I want to be doing. In other words, who am I as a photographer? And in order to do that, I've just last week I spent a couple of days in my archives, and I've just picked out every picture that I am happy with from my archive, and I've had them printed on 10 by 15 centimeters in inches. That is 4 by 6. So I have this huge stack of prints. So what I'm going to do right now is basically just start going through this huge stack of prints and put apart all the pictures that say to me, that speak to me, say like, this is what I want to be doing, this is what I want to be doing more. And I'm not thinking too much. I'm not trying to think about markets or anything, not thinking about this will work, this will not work. I just use my feeling, my gut feeling, to see what is the kind of things that I want to be doing. The great thing about prints is that you can spread them out, order them. It's definitely not just a portfolio thing, because a lot of the images that I will pick will have very little to do with what I'm going to put in my portfolio. I think it's going to be more to give myself an idea who I am, what I do. You know, there's even pictures in here that I've shot 7-8 years ago. And there's all sorts of pictures in here. There's street photography, there's portraits, there's commercial work, there's even some wedding pictures are in here. I think I ordered a couple of hundreds of prints actually, so I paid like 75 euros for these prints, so it's not a big investment in a redesign. It's probably the smallest investment in money that I will do, because I figure some of the next steps might cost me a bit more money. I figure that this exercise is something that I will not do just once, but I just want to get like a first feel of it. I also will get some other people involved later on. So I went through them the first time. So really what I'm trying to do is to cut it down more and more. What I would hope to do is to have like, you know, 10 images that really define who I am, what I do. Sometimes it's also a bit, you have to apply to your sentiments to see what works and what doesn't work. But when my sentiments are switched on, I also have the problem that a lot of these pictures mean something just for me, for a certain reason. Might be a great trip, might be my kids, something like that. But I cannot have those things play. I need to make sure that it is about the picture, and I won't be able to completely get that out of my system when it comes to making my choices. But I'm sure that it might help if I get other people into this process. But first I need to narrow it down a bit for myself. I'm not sure how I'm going to make this all work and everything, but I just have to follow the gut feeling on this and think about it later. So yesterday evening I kind of laid down some series of images. This is a series of portraits, the portraits that mean something to me, that speak to me, that stand out to me. When I started out, this area was more like a darker series, and this is a tiny bit brighter, and I felt like there were two series. But when I started making like a transition from lighter to darker, then it kind of yeah, got together. So yeah, let me show you quickly. So mind you, this is clearly a work in progress. It is definitely not my final selection for anything, but it's just there to get a better idea of what it is that I am about. I seem to like rather dark images when it comes to tone, but I don't think the feeling is always dark. I didn't really set out to pick out wider portraits, but turned out that most of them are pretty wide. I'm gonna need time with these images, and and I have some other series too, but for this video I'm going to stick to the portraits because otherwise I'm maybe complicating things too much. I'm going to put these images on the screen one by one in a kind of slideshow. So I'm really interested to hear from you. What do you see in these images? Do you like them? Do you not like them? That's fine with me too. I really want to hear your thoughts about these images, and most importantly, what do you see in them? Like for me, I like this sense of individuality, of freedom, of having the courage to be who you are, intimacy. So, but maybe it's just me who sees these things in these pictures. So let me know, hit the comments and let me know what you see in these images, and let's not talk about one particular image or something, but about the series, about the general feel of these images. So I am counting on you to hit the comments and help me along and see where we can take this. There'll be more about this because I have some other series lying around, series that are more like street photography based, or travel based, or landscape based, things that I have a bit more children in them. So I have a couple of these series, and I hope you find this interesting. I know that I find it interesting to look at these pictures and these series and learn from my own work and learn from you after all. So hit the comments and I'll be back next week probably